What's up, y'all? It's Jam and Sam, and today we're going to probably finish recreating Nuts and Bolts. And yeah, so welcome, Afle, one of your best creations. I'm happy to see you revisit this song. Thank you. Glad you enjoy it. Good to see some support. Welcome, my PBS station. Hi. Yeah, I remember PBS. Nice. PBS was childhood there. So, what we've sort of done here thus far is I've basically done what amounts to a restoration of the GBA version with a improvised electric guitar that is definitely not the same of what he used, but the rest should be the same. And then we went into I should really label these sections. That would make it easier. If I label these time markers, add one. Call this restoration. Or I call this GBA. Then I go to where does the thing start? I have to put this snap to a bar so I can. Okay, where does this is where I need the things. I need the markers. So this starts here. The SNES part starts here. This is SNES with GBA instruments. And then this would be GBA with SNES instruments. Okay, and that pretty much is what it amounts to. And so now, see, the SNES with GBA instruments is really short, so I might do an extended version of the SNES of the GBA part, and then I want to do an improvised part where it combines my favorite of both elements, and then of course we're gonna mix the thing together. So I've already taken the liberty of putting everything into a mixer track, and I was able to separate the hits from the beat because they both use stylus, but stylus has multi-outs, so that was good to know. So let's go, and I want to sort of remix everything together, make sure it all works since we've got all our elements pretty much, and let me solo them all. Now the strings, the only time the strings play is I can't remember everything this. No, not here. Oh yeah, here it is. It plays there and there, so. But those sound perfect already. I love the way that sounds, so nothing needs to be done there. The tom, this is not a tom anymore. Did I not use the tom in the? I could have used the tom in the GBA. That would have been fun. Yeah, but I didn't use that. So where could I have used that? The tom sample would have been fun. Also did some work on the strings part here. Oh, you know what? The tom would be good in the somewhere in the beat, you know, like because the drum beat goes. Yeah, I think I'll leave the tom alone. Actually, I don't have any ideas for that. So Zillion Overdrive, which is the lead guitar for the SNES. Let's see what we want to do for that, because. Oh yeah, this one just sounds too muffled, and I think it's because of the Yeah, because this EQ has some movement, and it... Oh boy. I do want some filtering on that, but let's see where is that? It would be SNES, like guitar SNES. And then we can sort of like automate that with Control I. Nice. And the saturation is pushing it a bit much, so let's turn it down a bit. By turning down the sample, if it loses volume before it goes into the saturator, then the saturation effect becomes less pronounced. Yeah. Okay, so that takes care of that. I love that. Okay, so the saw lead, I don't think I'm even using at all. Yeah, because I don't really have a use for that. It's mostly just the bass. Saw bass that's doing that. Yeah, I didn't really see a need for that. So we can, let's see, tom's not being used. Acoustic bass? Yes. I kind of want some more saturation on the bass, because it sounds a little bit weak. Yes. But I also want it to stay within 6 dB. Let's turn it down a bit. Yeah, and then let's turn up that exciter. Nice. And in the SNES version, it was also kind of like, it was also a bit more beaty, like it had a stronger transient. So let's go and try to configure that. Let's do, yeah, I think we just really bring this down. Nice. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so now the machine. I think, which machine is that? I think that's the one that runs. Yeah, that one. That one sounds fine to me. Now the percussion is in the beat, right? That sounds fine. Nice. Okay, now the kick, I want the echoes to sort of be... Yeah, they need some stereo effect. Cool. Now the guitar slide. Okay, those sound good. Which guitar slide is the next one? Yeah, those sound great. This one, a little loud. Basically, I don't want that to exceed 6. Lovely. And I can remove this if it's not being used. Okay, so the power chords, which is taking the place of Dynabass. Let's change that to power chords. Okay, and then we'll change the Dynabass. which is now, this is, let's call this Dyna Bass SNES. Okay, the power chords sound great. And so does this. Okay, now, but one thing that's on my mind with these is reverb. Which one needs reverb? Let's see, I kind of want to give this guitar slides reverb. Maybe they have it already, I don't know. Yeah, they do have reverb already, so that's fine. Okay, now, so now guitar GBA. That would be all the way, now we're switching to the GBA parts. This is a bit loud. Let's turn it down. And let's limit it a little bit, because it's, I think it's also, like, there's a little bit too much bass in it, you know? Yeah, we don't need that much bass on it. And in fact, we might even be able to get away with high passing it. There we go. Okay, and then let's limit this. Let's put a limiter on this so that we kind of remove some of the crazier dynamics. Whoops. It's a little bit unpredictable with the wah effect. We'll put the threshold here, and then nice. And I don't think that needs reverb or anything. So let's go with the strings for the GBA. GBA strings. Interesting. Oh yeah, that's the real strings. Nice. Oh, those sound beautiful. Nice. I think they could use some reverb though. Let's give them the reverb of the accompaniment. Let's see. Let's call this Real Strings GBA. Lovely. Okay, welcome here to Tina. I love this song. Hello, good morning. Glad you love it. Welcome, John McIntyre. Never played through DKC3. I started a couple times, but the gameplay starts leveled and wasn't hitting me the same. The soundtrack was good from what I've heard. Maybe I'll try again. Yeah, the DKC3 was designed by a different team, so that's why it did a massive stylistic change. But fortunately, Evelyn was was doing the project for the SNES, so that was the same composer at least. So the I think that the music carries over really well, at least from at least without Dave's influence. You know, it's pretty much just takes Evelyn's influence from DKC1, and then in the DKC3 GBA. It's all Dave, so it takes Dave's influence from like DKC2 and stuff, but a lot of Dave's work was in the bass frequencies, and so he couldn't use a lot of bass for the GBA, so that really changed the soundtrack. But nevertheless, his style shines through. That's great. So let's go for the Jupiter. Let's mix the Jupiter. If I recall correctly, I wanted the Jupiter to be less bassy, less mid-level E, I guess. So let's go. Yeah, there's a low end. What's that low end? That super loud sub rumble there. Weird. Let's put a high pass on that so we can filter that out a little bit. And then let's make the number 2 a low shelf. And then that way we can like roll off some of the highs a little bit. Some of the lows, I mean. Low mids. And then we can raise some of the highs because I really like those crisp high frequencies. And then we will, I don't necessarily want to saturate it, but I do want to put an exciter on it to get those highs in. Yes, beautiful, much better. Now for the bass arp, let's put an EQ on it. And let's boost the bass a little bit. Yes, I like that. And let's put a saturator on it. And let's maybe turn it down, because it's way too loud. We don't want that to exceed 6 at all. And so the levels are kind of erratic, so let's limit that. Yeah, see, case in point. So let's limit that and put a little threshold on it. Okay, now it's a bit quiet. We can raise that up a bit. As long as it doesn't exceed 6, that's really fine. And we can maybe just experiment with some reverb for that. I like that, but I'm not sure I want... I'll just keep it without reverb. This would really benefit from some saturation. Nice. Lovely. I like that. Okay, science friction. Okay, that would benefit from some nice reverb. And maybe some wideness. Yes. Let's check the volume on that. Okay, it's a bit loud, so let's turn it down. Nice, I like that. Let's check the regular pitch science friction now. Nice. We can also stretch that out a little, like stereoize that a little bit. And this can get some reverb. Lovely. Okay, let's check out this Dynabass. Now this one... Yeah, I kind of want an exciter on this, but I also want it to have more bass. Now let's get an EQ on that. See, because it's the bass is like weaker than the treble. Like, Yes, that's what I need. I also need a saturation knob. Nice. Let's turn it down a little bit. I'm digging it. Let's go to the beat. Now the beat, let's put a limiter on because it's kind of crazy. Kind of going crazy as far as levels go. Let me set the limiter to -6, because that is really what I want this to be going down to. And then give it some attack, maybe. The attack just means that the limiter, it's not gonna make it, it's gonna let it through for a minute, not let it through the limiter, but let it through the compressor, where it's just, so that way it'll be a harder hit, like all the transients will hit harder. Nice. And I would like to saturate this a little bit. Nice. Okay, so now with that extra saturation, we kind of have to turn it down. Oh, why are some of them going through why are some of the hits coming through here? They shouldn't be. Okay, let me put another limiter, because I think this is somehow breaking the limiter. Breaking the limit. So then this can go through the drums. I forgot it, even if it doesn't have reverb, I still want to make it have the right thing. Like have the right, be in the right bus. So let's send this through accompaniment. If it doesn't have reverb, then it just goes straight into the accompaniment, or wherever it's supposed to be. And I feel like the Jupiter can get reverb, probably. Let's check on that. Yes, I like that. Let's check the real strings. Real strings can also get reverb. Oh, it's got reverb. Nice. Guitar can go into lead. Synth bass already, okay, the rest of these are already sorted. Okay, and I think this is one of those phenomenons where even if like when the multi-out stuff with FL Studio, even it still starts going through the wrong place. But it's not. Oh wait, that's not the way. That's not the place. There it plays. Yeah, I can see it's still going through the drum beat. Oh wait, no, it's. Okay, so no, it's not. Nice. Okay, it's working now. That's all I care about. Okay, so I'm gonna give that reverb. I'm gonna say that should have like lead and it's a lead, I'd say. Lovely. Okay, the guitar needs to be louder. I'm sorry, I can't have it that quiet. Maybe it can be a little bit quieter. Okay, let's check the Maximus. Okay, I feel like the beat can get more highs. And probably the hits can get a exciter. Nice. Nice, it's coming together. Okay. Let's see what people are saying. Sitting fairly bright in the high mids, low highs, yeah. The donk has, what's the donk? I don't know what a donk is. Interesting. Turned into 9-inch nails with this low tempo. Yeah, the SNES version was inspired by 9-inch nails, so that makes sense that it would sound a lot like that. It was also inspired by Kashmir by Led Zeppelin with the strings. They say David Rise wrote everything in torrented cracked FL. Gotta stay true to the process. No, that's not true. I don't know who said that, but they're lying. He wrote it in Reason. It was confirmed to be written in Reason Studio. DKC1 was produced in FL 0.5? No. DKC1 is like, it's not even in a DAW. It was produced directly into the system. Like, the system could not be produced. FL Studio 0.5. FL Studio, I think, was started in 1999, so that's funny. People say some crazy shit. That's hilarious. So, anyway, let's see what we got going on with the SNES version. Like SNES with GBA instruments. This one has a more ominous tune. Nice. I like that one. Nice, everything's behaving perfectly right now. Okay, the GBA, the SNES guitar can cool it. Oh, let's go back to that. And I think the machine. Okay, I want to make some modifications to this one. First of all, I want this to have a stronger transient. And maybe some mod X movement. Yeah, that would be nice. So we're setting the envelope to where it's it moves with an envelope, you know. Yeah, we can make that a longer movement for that long note. Nice. Nice. Okay, let's test that. Much better. I would say this can get can be louder. There we go. Nice, I love that feedback. I feel like the dip off is too strong. Yeah, like that would be better. Let's do that. I feel like it would be better like this. Let's make this longer. Nice. To make this the strings louder. Nice. Okay, I like that. There, that concludes the mixing phase. I wasn't aware the GBA and SNES soundtracks differed a lot. Yeah, they were completely recomposed because the SNES, given its lack of ability to produce high frequencies, was in the GBA, given its lack of ability to produce low frequencies, led to and the fact combined with the fact that the SNES GKC Donkey Kong Country 3 SNES soundtrack was heavily relied on bass. Dave made the decision to recompose it. Welcome, Mark Phone. Nice. Welcome. How are you doing? Lovely. So we got it good going on in here. Let's see. So now I want to go into an improvisation section where I combine my favorite parts of both. Now, and then we can kind of use all the elements and do a lot of variation instead of sticking to one thing. So this would be a true recreation. So for this, I want to start with the beat. So let's do that, and then this one. Combine them together. And this can go a little bit quieter. Yeah, I think it was good before. Okay. Now the GBA version starts with just that, like just bare bones the beat, but I like it's a good beat, but I want it to start with something else. For example, maybe the sound effects of the SNES version. So, let's go and grab, I think it was like machine power down. One of the machine. Yeah. And if I recall correctly, that started with a beat in. So that's... And then there was like the other machine power down, which started very quickly. And then if we hold all, I want to push this a little bit more in. And then you have the machine running sound, which I like a lot. What? Why are you putting science fiction here? That makes no sense. I told you to put the machine thing. Why is it so stupid, man? Like, what is wrong with FL Studio? Okay, and then we can do that bass sound of the SNES. No, that's not the one I want. Let's see what I want. Bass SNES, bass GBA. What's the one where it's like... I would say that we need the actual one from the SNES, which I don't have, like as it is. So let's go and actually, I do like this. Maybe we'll do this. Yeah. Nice, I like that. And I kind of wanted to start out with doing like a 12-bar blues thing. Okay, and then to do a 12-bar blues thing, I would kind of have it go up. I have to have it go up to G for that. So let's add a G onto this, and then we'll add the part preceding that. Let's just do G. We'll shift it up to G. And then we'll go back here and do and let's get the beat again. Oh wait, this one's a little bit off beat. Why is that? No, absolutely not. There we go. It's still offbeat. Why is it always... Is it actually offbeat in the thing? Oh yeah, it is. Whoops. Nice. Oh yeah, then this bridge works really well. Okay, and I kind of wanted this to start with a bunch of pads, like a bunch of chords, like kind of like a chorus interlude. Let's have it. Let's put the strings in there. Let's see, both strings. How about let's layer them together. Okay, let's get this. Nice, I like that combination. Those harmonies work together pretty well. So now G strings SNES. Oh yeah, that's not that string. Okay, strings GBA. I have to organize this better. String SNES. There we go. Okay, I kind of want to combine these and put some upper harmonies in here. Let's see. Merge selected clips, and then we can go, so this is going to be the lower one. Actually, this can be the higher one. I like these on the higher register. And since we're going to be using a 12-bar blues, we can kind of mix and match it to conform to the 12-bar blues thing here. So as of right now, we have C7, and then we'll go to. We still have C7 here. It's like With the C in the bass, at least. So maybe we don't need this A sharp. Instead, we'll use D sharp. And then it goes... Okay, so then here is like C. But this is actually still C sharp, so maybe we can imply G sharp. And then do like this. And then we go up to F here. So then we just do... up to F and do C sharp. But then instead of F, since we have an F in the bass, I want to use D sharp here. So it'll be the next step. And then we can choose a different brief chord here to run to. Maybe the first chord. Pretty much whatever we want here. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Okay, and so then at this point we have G minor. And this is going already pretty well into that. We have G. But then we need A sharp instead of this. Oops. Let me just lower, like, shorten this note, if I can. And send it to A sharp instead. But let's see, let's go all the way to here. Yeah. Okay, so that's G. But instead of I want to use the 7th here, so let's go to what would be D instead. Then we can do Dave's thing of not actually having the 5th. Actually, I quite like it with that. Oh yeah, we can make them rise maybe. So we can go all the way up here. And so then at this point we're in F. So we want something that conforms to F. But also we want a 7th, not the root. So maybe we can go, let's see, F, G sharp, C, D sharp. Yeah, we can rise it up to D sharp. And then use the C here. Yeah. Okay, and then at this point we're back down to C. So we can do, I can put a D here. And then a G there. D sharp can stay. Or we can make it rise. But I think the D sharp is better. So C, D sharp, G, and then D. Yeah, that's good. Okay, and then we'll resolve to like a regular C chord. How about that? Go down. We can go down chromatically, down diatonically like that. Okay, and then let's do Control G to connect all the notes. Nice, I like that. So let's go and work on this. I feel like this can be... Oh wait, this is what I was working on. The other one, JP strings, can be doing some fun stuff. Actually, I feel like this is pretty good. But this one isn't. Yeah. This can rise a bit. And then we need a third note here, somewhere. Okay, and then we can have an A sharp here. Nice. I like that. We can resolve to C here. And we can connect these. And then we can do a chromatic walk up here. Nice. Let me see if I can modify this to make it walk. No, it's already pretty much going better. But I could make it rise a little more. Ah, this has to be B. Oh, I love that. And it's a little bit cluttered at this point, so I think we should remove one of these beats. Well, let's check how it bridges. I think we can bring in the beat here to layer it. Yeah, kind of lead it into that change, you know? Okay, and then maybe bring in this one to... Okay, and then it's at this point that I want to drop that other beat with the big kick. Maybe drop this out. No, that doesn't sound good. Yeah. And then we need something up top, like maybe the what's it called? Science friction. Kind of like it better. I think it would have to. I think we just have no room. We have no room in that lower range, so I want to combine more higher pitched things, like let's say the lead guitar feedback, maybe. Nice. This one can wait till here. Or here. This would be great for... Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Okay, and then I kind of want to bring in the bass here. This one. Oh, that one's fine too. Nice. Okay, cool. And then let's have that bridge into something else, like maybe a different beat. Not that beat. No. What's the one where it was like the SNES, like SNES beat with the GBA slices? Yes, this one here. Let's get this. I want this. Get about 8 bars of this. Nice, I like that. Obligatory good fucking morning. Welcome, Beef Wellington. Good fucking morning to you too. Welcome, Big Fungus. I've been watching this stream in the BG and really enjoying it. And I know absolutely nothing about music, so this is fascinating. Nice. I'm glad you are interested in all the music mumbo jumbo. Let's see what we can do here. Cool, let's get that tom beat, like, which is now the hit beat. Let's see. Let's call this hit beat. Maybe put that here. And then put something like one of the guitar slides here. Wow. Maybe let's put the second guitar slide here. Why does it keep wanting to put science friction everywhere? Nice, I love the glitching too. Okay, and there's some elements of the SNES version that I want to bring back, and they're like full right. Like for example, there is a or there is the let's just write find first empty and call this synth bass. And then we go to the synth bass thing and do whoops. Nice, let's use that. Let's make sure it gets the delay here. How did I use the delay before? Have it enabled here. Okay, so the time. But let's have this disabled whenever we have the other parts. Yeah, here. Okay, and then let's do that whole thing with the let's do that okay, so that one is from the other SNES, the base 2 GBA. Where'd it go? Oh, did I do away with that? I think I did. Yeah, let's bring that back. Okay, and then we turn off the delay there. I think it was something like this. Okay. Then I want to put in the strings here. Let's see if we can get the GBA, like the GBA stuff on that, GBA synth. Let's see, bass GBA. Okay, and then I want that to the morphing automation here. No. If I do Control B, that works. But I kind of want the tempo to go back down here, so we can have the tempo kind of change in this section. So that would be fun. Let's see, Control, no. Let's have the tempo change here. Nice. Okay, so let's do that, and then have it change kind of suddenly. Nice, and let's put the science friction there. Here for an atmosphere. It's kind of empty here. Nice, and I kind of want to hit here. Nice. I kind of think it should change this part. No, I shouldn't. Maybe it should change here. Ooh, maybe it should get fast here. That would be nice. Let's get the original tempo thing. Have it just suddenly jump up to tempo and then maybe jump down. I kind of like this one going out of control as far as tempo goes. Everything is out of control. Ah, welcome, Argidus. Yeah. Okay, then maybe we put another science friction here. And then maybe I guess like a machine noise. Yeah, no. Cool, and then let's grab, maybe let's try the SNES beat again. And maybe make it fast. And I kind of like the idea of having the electric guitar play that bass that was like in the SNES, like the one that was like, let's see. Oh, here's that bass. Yeah, that's the one I wanted for this one. Let's quit that one. Nice. And then let's see. I need the which, what did I call that? It's gonna be super hard finding what I need with this going on. Be better to just find it from the playlist. Probably be easiest. Ah, here it is. That was easy. No, that's not it. What? Ah, here it is. But let's clone this. Okay, now let's put that on the guitar. GBA guitar. But it's not playing. Why? Maybe because it's the wrong color. There we go. Nice. Ah, we got it. Nice, I like that. Let's put that here. Nice. Okay, I like that. Okay, so what bass can we put on this now? Let's see, let's try this one. I like this one a lot. Nice. Lovely. Okay, and then we can maybe start with go with this. Or maybe during it, yeah. Okay, and then we'll have this go again. And I kind of want the power chords to jump in here, playing their GBA beat. Nice. But it's kind of got to be clean, like with the timing. So let's kind of cut it short. Actually, I think it would maybe be good to have the bass double up on that, like with this part. Let's see. Which one does that? Bass 2. Ooh, I like that. Nice. Okay, and then I kind of want to introduce some strings into here. Let's see. Some of those chill strings. Yeah. That's really the only place we can fit them in here, but it's a good spot. I like it. And this would also be a good place to introduce some of the feedback. And I kind of want the, what's it called? The wah-wah effect here on the GBA guitar. So let's go and find that stuff. Go to current project, patterns, and let's see. Lead guitar GBA. No, guitar GBA. Okay, let's copy that and put it to the guitar SNES, I think. What's that pattern? Oh, bass 2, number 2. Let's see. Let's call this guitar 2. Yeah. Now let's go to guitar 2 and paste that there. I think we should drop out the beat here, maybe. Because there's something needs to drop out. No, I think the beat can stay. Yeah, that one can drop out. Yeah, that's too much. That's much better. And then maybe we can have the guitar shred a little bit. Have a little bit of that go on. Yeah, we can have the beat change too. The beat's been going on like this for a bit. Let's go back to the original beat, but let's keep just this part because we never heard just this part before. Let's bring in some hi-hats too. And then maybe do just the hi-hats. Ooh, I like that. Let's fill in this part. Let's have it go on for a little bit longer. I like that. So what else should we add to that part? Let's see. I want to see what people are saying. Welcome, Adem Land. What a lovely thing to wake up to. Yes, thank you. Yo, this is fire. Welcome, Provolone Continuer. I wonder if you had any plans creating the recursive soundtrack in your own version. I think it would be a nice project to do. Yes, it's quite a nice project, and it's working out nicely. Glad you enjoy it. Okay, so let's put another science friction thingy here. Alright, you know what we haven't used yet is the hits in this section anyway. Yeah, let's use that. Yeah, I like that. Nice. Let's put this back in. Now we need a bass to go in here. Which bass do we want? What is this? I don't need this anymore. This is empty. Okay, so let's see what other bass. I kind of want it to be very, you know, very high-paced, I guess. Oh yeah, let's use one of these. Nice. Okay, and then here, let's also make it, like, let's also change the tempo again. Slow it down. Yeah, perfect. Okay, and then we bring in science friction again. And then maybe those strings, right? The strings too. Let's put in both of them. No, that's too loud. This is really loud though anyway, so let's turn that down. Ooh, I kind of like that drop there. And then maybe this can be a really ambient section where we throw in everything ambient we've got. And as well as this, so. Oh, you know what I haven't used yet? The machine running. Oh, that doesn't work. And I'll use this here, how about that? Oh wait, no, I wanted the other one. Yeah, this one right here. Okay, and then we need a hit here. Maybe... And then we need the guitar slide too. Cool. So then I kind of want to lead it into one of these. Let me zoom in a little bit. And then, everything can stop here. Okay, what do I want to do next? We're already at 7 minutes. I kind of like this being a 10-minute thing, just like Cascade Capers. So that would be fun. Let's see, what else do I want to say here? We can go back into the full beat, I guess. Let's see. I don't want to use the machine power down. Dude, what's this? Oh, I've used that before. And then maybe we'll start with this. Okay, I need another bass here. Let's see what else we got. No, I don't want that one. Kind of like that one. Actually, kind of want the SNES guitar at this point. Ah, but I need the sequence. Okay, and then I want to do like that, and then have it resolve at the first part again. Nice, I like that. Let's see. And then here I want it to speed up again. Okay, but what do I want to put in it? Okay, I kind of want the original bass. Sort of bringing it back to the SNES, like the GBA version. Nice, I like this. Nice. Let's drag in the Dynabase here. Regular Dynabase. It had the beat change. And maybe do the SNES guitar. Oh, but I need this to be... Yeah, let's just change it to the SNES version. Now let's change this to guitar SNES. I kind of want to put some strings here with the Nice. And then we can make it change tempo again, and then sort of have it end by rapidly changing tempo. Nah, not that fast though. But this bass, I think I kind of want it to drop out. Nice. I think I'm sort of out of ideas after that, so let's end it. Let's do like that. And then maybe do some like quick tempo changes, you know? Okay, and then let's combine that with the guitar here. Okay, that's cool. I don't even know if I need this section, honestly. It feels like it's sort of running its course, but I like this part here. Okay, and then I kind of want to end it like that. Yeah, let's end it like that. And then maybe put this here. And then I want to end it with a hit as well. Yeah, let's do another guitar slide 2 again. There you go. And this will let the reverb ring out. Interesting. I like that. Let's hear it all together. Legend at it again. Thank you, Nimbus. Welcome. This arrangement is literally fire. It's making me very teary-eyed. Nice. Welcome, Rizoniel TV. So good. So good. Da, da. So good. Hola, welcome, Jessica Palacios. Ah, Mexico. Nice. I love Mexico. That's crazy. That crazy wise really love making all sort of groovy drum patterns, and you're really digging the syncopation in this one. I can't believe I'm sleeping on the DKC3 GBA soundtrack. Yeah, it's a pretty good soundtrack. It has a lot of good groovy stuff in it. Welcome, Hank Tank. First time I've seen you stream. Yeah, I'm listening to short track videos religiously. Glad you enjoy them. Thank you. Thank you for recommending this. I wish there was that to be before brings it live with this nice soundtrack. Yeah, that's the problem with portable systems, I guess. I'm glad you enjoy it. Nice. I love this section. Oh yeah, the metal section. Very slow, like slow and driving. Whoa, welcome Master YouTube of CL. Hola, hello. Welcome, Flowcrafter. Hello. Alright, good. I think that's called done. Why is it still playing? Oh yeah, because I have to... Hold on. So that's good. I think we'll roll with this one. I'm gonna have a guitarist play the guitar part so that it sounds even better. And so then that'll be up on YouTube. I don't know when. Next time we have to do the big video for this, so that'll take some time. But but for now, next time we have a commission coming in from I forgot what the game is, so it'll be surprised because I don't remember. But yeah, we have a commission coming, 2 commissions coming in from the same person, and that'll be fun. So we'll roll with that next week. And then this will be probably be on the YouTube. Be on YouTube after that sometime. This will be a delayed release. Anyway, thanks for coming to the stream, and this will be Jan and Sam signing off. Until next week. Cheers, y'all, and have a great day. Welcome from Germany. Nice. I love Germany. Have a good night, y'all, or good day, good night, whatever. Cheers.